Welcome to Calm and Senses, the growing collection of practical guided meditations to help you find your inner calm in the outer chaos. So put on your ear gear and let's begin. In this episode, we're going to spend some time connecting with our breath and honing our awareness of our breath as this amazing focal point and mechanism for relaxation. So make sure that you're somewhere relatively quiet and that you can be alone and comfortably close your eyes. Everything begins with the breath. Our breath connects us to the present. If we are aware of it, then we are bringing our awareness into the present moment. It's a great focal point because it's always with us. The rhythm of our breath varies considerably as a function of our activities and our feelings. It quickens with physical exertion and emotional upset, and it slows down during sleep or periods of relaxation. And we have some measure of conscious control over our breath. We can choose to hold our breath. We can control how deep or how shallow we breathe, for example. And while we can control aspects of it, the reality is that we do not control it. It happens without us. Let us try a few exercises in which we consciously control our breath. Let's start with a shallow breath. Take a breath in from your nose, breathing in your nose and allowing it to reach just the top of your chest. The breath coming in your nose, down your throat, and just reaching the very top of your chest, holding for a beat, and just letting it go, letting that breath flow back out of your nose. Do that one more time, just a breath in your nose. Feel it coming in to the top of your chest and just letting it go. And now let's take a deep breath in through our noses. Breathing in your nose and feeling the air coming up your nostrils, down the back of your throat, and filling your lungs, allowing your stomach to gently and fully expand. And now exhaling through your mouth or your nose and letting that deep breath go. And trying that one more time, breathing in your nose, filling the lungs and the stomach, and then exhaling through your mouth, through your nose, and letting that deep breath go. And now let's play with the speed of our breath for a moment. Breathe in through your nose to a count of 4. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for a moment. And now exhale through your nose to that same count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's speed that up. Breathing in quickly and sharply through your nose for a count of 1. And then exhaling for that same count of 1. In for 1, out for 1. In one more time, out for 1. In 1, out 1. Did you notice how distinct each of these experiences was? All the same breath, all the same body, all the same you. But such different sensations when you exerted control over your breath in a particular way. And in the same time that you stopped doing those deliberate exercises to influence control over your breath and sat listening to me say these words, your breath has gone on doing its own thing. The big lesson to be learned in this is that we do not need to control things for everything to be okay. We need merely to be aware of our relationship to things. I'll repeat that. We do not need to control things for everything to be okay. We need merely to be aware of our relationship to things. I'll ask you to hold on to this idea now. Just tuck it away as we move forward in our time together. The underlying principles to all mindfulness exercises are the same. Notice the breath or the sensations, the feelings or the thoughts without analyzing or judging them. Being present in the here and now, noticing, not judging. All of meditation begins with breath. And through mindfulness, we can essentially train ourselves to unclutter our minds and learn to relax wherever and whenever. And notice when our stress responses are going off. Once you become aware of your breath and learn to be observant in the present, you start to cultivate a built-in radar detector for when you're starting to get stressed out and when you need to bring it down a notch or take a few minutes to regroup. So today we're going to work on building that awareness. We're going to do a seated breathing meditation, and we're going to focus on our breathing as it is and notice our ability to focus on our breathing as it can flow in through our nose, our throat, our chest, our stomach. And when we feel stressed or anxious, focusing on breathing down into our stomachs, that can be a very calming and centering experience. When you practice mindfulness of breathing, it becomes a moment of calming, meditative awareness, keeping your awareness on your breath for the full duration of the in-breath and the full duration of the out-breath. Think for a moment of a baby sleeping and the way its tummy balloons up naturally. When we are at our most relaxed, that's what our stomachs do. A couple of ways to practice mindful breathing. One, of course, is to set aside time during the day and to sit in a particular posture and bring awareness to your breath for a set period of time. The other is to be mindful from time to time throughout the day and notice the state of your breathing at different times, checking in with yourself. And this kind of awareness of breath can come during a body scan, during a seated meditation, during mindful yoga. It can come through a variety of practices. So today we're going to experience a breathing meditation. If you are not already sitting in a comfortable position, allow yourself to sit upright, shoulders relaxed in a posture that feels dignified but shouldn't feel forced. If your eyes are not already closed, close them. Allow your jaw to soften, gently parting your teeth, and make any adjustments you need to get into this position that you can stay in comfortably for the next few minutes. Closing your eyes, breathing in and breathing out, bringing your attention to your breath as it is, simply noticing the breath as it moves in and out of the body, as you inhale and exhale. Just observing the breath moving in and out automatically and effortlessly. Don't try to change it in any way. This is a moment of you becoming the observer of your own breath. Just watching it. An awareness, whether it's in your mind's eye or through your body, just being aware. Notice the feeling of the air moving in and out of the nose. The way the body gently moves as it breathes, ever so subtly. Your shoulders and your chest, and your back and your stomach, just noticing the very subtle bodily movements as the air comes in and out of your nose. Notice the temperature as your breath comes into your nose. Notice the cool sharpness of that breath. And notice how it changes as it leaves your nose. Warm, soft, and diffuse. Breathing in and breathing out. Just staying with that breath and that observation of your breath at your own pace. Not changing anything, just noticing. And now bringing your attention to your stomach, allowing it to be soft so that there's space for the breath that you breathe in through your nose. Feeling your stomach rise or expand gently on that in-breath and fall or recede and soften on that out-breath. Breathing in and breathing out at your own pace. Keeping that focus with your breathing, being with each in-breath for its full duration, and being with each out-breath for its full duration, as if you are riding the waves of your own breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. And anytime you notice that your mind wanders off of the breath, simply notice what took you away, and then gently bring your attention back to that feeling of your breath coming in and out of your nose, and back to the sensation of your stomach gently expanding with each breath in and contracting with each breath out. And if your mind wanders away from the breath 1,000 times, then your only job is to simply keep bringing it back to the breath every time, not judging that wandering, simply acknowledging it. No matter what it becomes preoccupied with, just acknowledge that and come back to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Remember, when meditating, everyone, however much they practice, will get thoughts passing through their mind. This is just what our brains do. It's how we respond to these thoughts that is important. Mindfulness is about training your response to those automatic thoughts and learning to refocus on what you are in fact experiencing. Just allow yourself to take this moment and be with and within yourself. Breathing in and breathing out at your own pace. A few more breaths. In and out. Returning over and over again to your awareness of the sensations of the breath. In and out. Of that calm, softening in your body with each breath. In and out. 2 more cycles of breathing in and out at your own pace. And when you are ready, slowly opening your eyes and returning to the space that you are in. Remember that this is a process of building your ability to focus, to find your calming breath, to observe your experiences of the moment, of the present moment, non-judgmentally. Thank yourself for taking the time to be with your breath and be present with your experience right here, right now.